bit lackluster, and we need to see how things progress. Keep an eye out on Zomato as well to see if buyers come in. The news is negative. This 800 crore rupee, little over 800 crores of, tax notice, penalties, etc. for the last couple of years. That's what the, taxman has served them. But the question is whether the dip is going to be bought or not. Just a couple of seconds left to go. And all the indices are going to be starting about 0.25% on the lower side. Okay, so exactly what the pre-open was indicating, about 30 to 40 points lower. That's what the Nifty is doing at this point in time. Mid-cap index is falling a little more, 0.3%. The Bank Nifty is very, very flat. So this start is actually not bad. Given the sell-off on Wall Street, given the sell-off in Asia, India is actually outperforming. It's not bad. If it holds here or if it picks up from here, then it'll work well for the bulls. Just to talk about where the weakness is, like we've been saying, metals, JSW Steel, Tata Steel, Hindalco, all down. And a couple of big boys like Infosys, Reliance, ITC, they have started off on the negative side of the screen. But Nigel, let's see if this dip gets bought. Now it's only a 30-point cut.
I mean, sometimes you have a surprise on Friday the 13th. Could that be the day? The queue is stacked up against the bulls, or maybe they want to fight back. I think the crucial level that needs to be held out is 24,400, 24,450. Let's focus on some of the top volume movers today. DCM, that stock is up close to around 12.5%. So, it appears the street is quite excited on that one. HAL, should be mentioned. I think that one, in fact, is moving very, very well. So, good uptake is what we're seeing on that particular name. ITI, well, it's moved back to its winnings ways, has been very, very volatile all of this week. But that stock as well is higher. Swiggy, swigging it away, up close to around 2% as we speak. Lemon Tree Hotels as well, one of the top volume movers. That as well is moving higher in today's trading session. We had Niva Bupa. A few sessions ago, the stock just went up like a rocket one way. But now, in fact, it's cooled off quite a bit. We had the management who joined in on the channel, and in fact, they sounded quite optimistic. But that stock is pulling back still, another 2% or thereabouts. NMDC as well has a good run of late, but that stock, in fact, is a little bit lower. Nalco, keep an eye out on that stock, as I mentioned earlier today. Yesterday, it fell on some negative news flow, but maybe there was a bit of an overreaction on the downside just in the near term. And now the stock is in the F&O band, so it can fall only if there is cash market selling, not fresh shorting. For the time being, that's one of the few metal stocks that are mildly, very, very mildly in the green after falling 8.5% yesterday.
Well, some more. IOC, where Hormus was telling us, Jefferies has upgraded IOC and put a target price of 185. Risk reward is favorable. The stock has moved up and opened up with strength, 1.7% higher on that. GR Infrastructure, it's an order win to the tune of 107 crore rupees. EPAC Durables, it's been one of the big movers, from its IPO that happened, earlier this year or last year. So EPAC Durables, DAM has initiated coverage. They've put a target price of 495 on EPAM. And I think the kind of growth expectations, so they're saying revenues are likely to see a 42% CAGR over FY24 to FY27, stable margins, and a profit growth of 50% over the next 3 years. So very strong visibility for DAM on EPAC Durables, and that stock is higher in trade. There's another small company called Bejal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Bejal Project, that's one in order. So that's higher by close to about 6%. Zinka Logistics, earlier known as Blackbuck, recent listing reports numbers today, and that it has opened up in the green. Some buying seen in hotel names. So Samhi, Chalet, higher in trade. On the losing side, we spoke about softness in many of these metal names. So SAIL, NMDC under pressure. You also have weakness coming through in Zomato. Zomato is down 1%, even as Swiggy is higher in trade.
A big battle between the bulls and the bears on the large cap screen right now. Couple of banks like ICICI Bank are pulling their weight on the upside, but then there are others on the downside as well. So it's absolutely flat on the Bank Nifty. Some buying in auto names, very few small names here and there, like Tata Motors, for instance. iSure is up about 0.5% as well. But yes, it's a weak start to trade. There's no two ways about it.